So Facebook and wherever else we go, because we are here. It's Thursday night, and we have the incredible Dr. Michael Gross with us tonight, sharing his words of wisdom. So go ahead, Michael, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I have some exciting things for us to share. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm glad we're here together. So we only do this for 30 minutes. So I'm going to go right into the formal introduction because I really believe that this gentleman sitting virtually next to me has such a wonderful plethora of knowledge that we need to share with you. So I don't want to miss anything. So I read this part. It's the only thing that's scripted. Okay, guys? So Dr. Michael Gross is an author, professional keynote speaker, transformational coach, and an entrepreneur. For more than 3 decades, he's been on a spiritual path as an intuitive, a healer, a spiritual counselor, and the most incredible teacher I've ever met. Through the guidance of spirit, Michael has assisted others in their personal quest for self empowerment, helping them to create the lives that they have long sought and to bring forth their intuitive abilities. He currently teaches classes in spirituality, self empowerment, Reiki, and other modalities. In concert with God the True Source, he has also achieved great success and miraculous healings. And I have to say this, Michael, I've witnessed miracles thanks to your healings. Unbelievable what I've witnessed. So on that note, I'll keep going because we want to stay conscientious of the time and the people that are so graciously joining us. Michael remains humble, knowing that all the work he does comes from God, the true source. He lives in Lakewood, Washington, and has a beautiful topic to share with you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and mute out and welcome Dr. Michael Gross.
Well, thank you. And thank you, Tio, for putting all that information in chat. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. And there's something I would like to share with you. And I think just about 5 or 7 minutes before we started, the True Source came up with the subject for us to talk about. So, the subject I desired to talk to you about is acceptance. And that's so important for us to understand. Acceptance is a lot of words and has a lot of different definitions. What I'd like to talk to you about this evening, and it is evening where I'm speaking with you, is about acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean that you're stuck in life and you have to accept your lot in life. So many people say I'm this or that, and or I'm suffering, or I'm that or this, and I just have to accept it. Acceptance means something else. And acceptance means that you are open to anything that will enhance and change your life. And that's a lot different. Sometimes the changes come in our life that makes us unhappy. And then we find out maybe weeks or months later, gee, I'm glad that kind of happened. Because had it not happened, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Acceptance doesn't mean that you should suffer or experience hardship or angry or frustration or life delivering all kinds of emotional negative blows in your life. Acceptance says you are worthy of anything you desire to manifest and create in your life. And that's a lot different. If we look at worthiness, we have to look at acceptance. So many beautiful souls that I meet this in this lifetime, they don't think they're really worthy. Yeah, I hear them make up, oh, I'm worthy of overinflated prices because people owe me. Or I'm worthy of having a fancy car because I have to show off that I'm successful, or et cetera, et cetera. But I'm talking about acceptance in a different vibration and energy. It's an energy that says you are worthy of anything you so desire to create in your life. Now, there would be some that say, well, if I have acceptance that I'm in charge of my life and people are subservient to me, or perhaps I should have this Rolls Royce or whatever, so on and so forth. That's not what I speak of. I speak of that you need to have acceptance, the beautiful, wonderful experiences that your soul is bringing forth to you. That's what's so important for you to understand, because you see your soul and acceptance work hand in hand. And by that I mean there's a joining of energy. You accept all these wonderful challenges in life because it's going to change your life, makes you more powerful, and gives you lots of knowledge. Unfortunately, too many people learn the hard way, and that is they have to experience something. And then when they experience it, what am I to learn from it? Accept what you're supposed to learn from it, and then move forward. Because that answers many questions, gives you knowledge, gives you strength, gives you the ability to achieve much more in your life. Many times I say, you know, what is fear? Well, false evidence appearing as real. And you know that, but you accept the false evidence. So what do? You put yourself behind the proverbial 8 ball or block yourself from growing. Then there is failure. And failure just means you learn what worked that didn't work. If you accept the definition of the word failure, learning what works that doesn't work, then it turns the coin, becomes very powerful. Because why? I learned something new. And when I learn something new, I become more successful. And as I become more successful, I fulfill my dreams. When I fulfill my dreams, I set up a legacy for my family to achieve their dreams. You'll have to do it the way I did it. But nevertheless, when you accept that there are changes in your life that are going to improve your life, then the energy, the vibration, the frequency takes on a different look and a feeling and emotion. You don't feel lower than a pregnant ant. You don't feel really lost in life. You don't feel unworthy. You don't feel like life has just dealt you all these negative things. And yet, I speak to a lot of people, and they talked about life has cheated me, life has done this, life has done that. And essentially, if you begin to look at that, all life did was bring you knowledge and information. Accept that for growth. So, how long do you want to live in negativity, fear, doubt, anxiety, hate, insecurity, feeling lower than a pregnant ant? Well, you have free will and free choice. You can experience your whole life, which I know people have, or you can choose to experience it for the gift of knowledge. I choose to look at all these challenges in my life. I accept them as gaining new knowledge, new power, new understanding, and learning how to change things in my life. Because change is always going on, change is never stopping. I've talked often that what your belief system is at 10 is different at 20, different at 40, and so on and so forth. But why does it change? And the answer is because you accept that this is new knowledge. You learn something new and you're going forth. And that is so important. But also in acceptance, the most important thing to accept, which is my branding, that you are unlimited. Like the way I slipped that in. You are unlimited. But the truth is, you are unlimited. Your only limitations are created by what? Your lack of accepting that you are unlimited. Therefore, what does unlimited means? It means you can do anything. You can choose to do things or choose not to. Even if you choose not to because you don't want to put the energy into it or it's too complex, still you're a choice and you accepted that choice. Accepting that choice means that you open up another door. That's so important. I know the trite old cliche, when one door closes, another door opens. And I go, yeah, right. Well, the truth is, it really does happen. Because whatever you did 20 years ago, 15 years ago, even if it's the same field, you've gained new knowledge. Knowledge is power. Accept that knowledge is power. Accept that you're so powerful that you have created your life up till now. All the hills and valleys, if you want, all the things that experience, but it added knowledge to you. And knowledge is powers. Now, first of all, you need to accept where you are in your life right now. Well, maybe you're happy with it, maybe you're not. But there's always room for improvement. So let's look at what improvement means. It means stepping out of the box that has limited you and walking into a wide open space, being able to create whatever you so desire. That's so important when you step out of the box. You know, there's the looking glass theory. The looking glass theory says when you look in the mirror, you see yourself as you are. I got a pimple here, my eyebrows too raised, I got some gray hair, my nose is too long, I know my lips are too thin, whatever, my ears are too big. That's what you see in the mirror, and that's what you believe you are. But then there are others that don't see that. So, what are you choosing to accept? All the limitations you see in the mirror. What are they saying? Most of them, if not all of them, are seeing something entirely different. That's so important. So, don't accept so much what you see in the mirror unless you see in the mirror greatness and wonderful and beauty, because you are beautiful. I don't care what age you are. I don't care if you don't look like a movie star, whomever they are. But you know what makes you who you are? Your physical being. Yeah, we all like to look at people that are good looking. But after that kind of disappears. What comes forth is your personality and the type of person you are. Accept that's very, very powerful. That's what others see in you. That's what attracts everyone to you. I saw some movie stars go, wow. And then I watch their personality. They're not too handsome or beautiful. Their personality begins to make them beautiful. And then you see their soul and their energy. That's what we need to accept. That's what you need to accept in your life. I know Tia would like to say something, so I'm having my double water right now. I forgot to put my olive in it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a question. So you talk about stepping out of your box, that the limited thinking that we all have a tendency to have. Why does stepping out of the box end up being so scary and challenging?
That's a very good question, and thank you for asking it. It's because of the fear of the unknown. Well, this is uncomfortable. Will I go out of the frying pan into the fire? You all heard that expression. Maybe you'll jump out of the frying pan into the cool ocean water and have a lot of joy and happiness. And yet, what you need to accept is change is positive. And if you accept you're going out of the frying pan into the fire, congratulations, you win. You created it, 100% successful. You manifested it. That is so powerful. That's what you created. Now, on the other hand, take a look at your life and look at all the blocks you had in your life and look what's changing in your life. I'm getting a little tapping. Do you hear a little noise?
I'm hearing it too, and I don't know why. Let me see if I can find out, okay?
Sorry, everyone. Technology, isn't it wonderful? Technology puts us in a little box. Whatever is going on at this point, we need to understand one thing, and that is that moving forward helps you to accept that the past is behind you. Think about that. Moving forward helps you accept the path is moving behind you. And that's so important for you to know. Therefore, I want everybody to understand accept change in your life and focus on acceptance of change as positivity. That's what's so great. We seem to have a little technical. Is it your computer or mine?
I'm super not sure. I've never had that happen before.
Me neither.
Could it have something to do with what happened yesterday at 11?
Could be.
I'm
Let me
in
see.
my settings. Sorry, everyone. This is new. Goodness sake. Um, Valerie's in here and she says, I didn't do it. Don't you love technology? Okay, we just lost Michael. Hold on, you guys. I'll get him back. Something happened to his connection, I believe. So I'm going to put me on mute and I'm going to call him back. Okay. Hang tight with us. Okay, please. I have Michael on the phone, you guys, and I apologize for this, what's going on here, but he's gonna try and come back on, okay? So hang tight with us. We might go over a little bit, and I apologize for that, but definitely hang tight because I think it's at his end. If nothing else, we'll have him continue the message through the phone. No, do. Go ahead and go off StreamYard and then come back on in. And just click the same link I gave you earlier, okay? Okay, cool. Okay, you heard that, as is Valerie. I don't know who else is here and whoever ends up listening to this, but Michael's logging out of StreamYard and then he's going to come back in. Hopefully, we can have the audio issue corrected in just a few minutes. He's coming in through the same link, okay? And I think you guys heard that, and I apologize. I really do. We just never know what's going to happen on technology, right? Sometimes we do our very best and things happen, and then we just, what is it? You drop back 10 and punt and keep on rolling, right? I think the topic about acceptance is a huge, valuable topic that we all need to, keep in mind, because really the only one that we can change is ourselves. The only decisions that we can make are the ones we make for ourselves. And we look at how, yes, technology can be a blessing and a curse. Totally. But let me see if I can. It's showing that Michael's devices are not connecting. I'm not kicking him from the studio. I don't know what's going on, but he's going to come back. And what we'll do is we'll put him on speaker so you can hear it that way, okay? Give me just a sec to get him back.
Well, can you hear me?
Oh, wait, you're back. Keep talking, Michael. You're back. You were back. Oh, my goodness. Okay, you guys, I have Michael on the phone. I want to thank everybody here for staying with us. We're going to have Michael just share from the phone, okay?
Cool. All right, everyone. I hope you can all hear me.
Michael, can you turn off your, just go ahead and talk through here and not your computer, because apparently it's picking up your voice.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're echoing, so I'm going to go ahead and just hang up on you, okay? And just keep talking. Okay, Michael, go ahead. What is going on? I think our phones are synced. It's weird. I'll be right back.
Can everyone bear with me? I'm going to go to my other computer. Tell everyone I'm going to my other one.
I think they can hear you, Michael.
All right. Let me go to my other computer.
Or you can just be right here and we can do it without you. Now you're off the thing and they can hear you. Valerie, can you hear Michael? Yes, she can hear you. So I'm going to go ahead. The recording's still going, okay?
Okay. Thank you. As we were talking about acceptance in our life, we talked about being in the box, and we create a box. The box we create because we don't feel and we don't accept that we can create anything different. So the direction in your life is going to how you look at your life, how you feel about the life, what direction you're going in your life, and whether you have created this or you feel yourself as a victim. So let's talk a little bit about victimhood. Victimhood feels that your life is going crazy or negative, you're stuck, and you accept it. At first you reject it, you fight against it, and you accept it. But what if you turn around and said, I accept this experience. Well, what am I to learn from this experience? And what direction am I to go to in this experience? And then once you understand that, you need to accept that you can change anything in your life. That's the most important for us to remember. You can change anything you so desire in your life. And if you realize that, then you're no longer stuck. But what are the areas we can change in our life? Well, we can change relationships. We can enhance relationships, make them more palatable, even more joyous and happy. But it takes another party to be able to accept the change. And you have to lead. You lead by your words, by your thoughts, and your actions. And they will learn from that. Another area in your life that you need to accept is that you're not stuck in a certain position, whether it's at work or whether it's a relationship with friends and family, or are you stuck in your job. Again, accept that you can make changes. Accept that you are unlimited. And I want everyone to know that each one of us have created our lives. And the reason we have created our life and whatever experiences is that we can change them. And the most important point I want to leave with all of you, because I know it's a little difficult to talk to the air for me, is that you need to understand acceptance is only a word that you can add energy to and change. Acceptance means change. Acceptance means what is viable. Acceptance means you can achieve anything you so desire. Therefore, when we do a manifestation and you desire a change in your life, and then you go, well, I desire whatever it is, let's say a job that people appreciate me and gets all the benefits, then accept you're worthy of that manifestation and thought. But too many times we say something, we don't believe in it. There, if you don't believe in it and you don't have faith in it, then you don't accept it. And therefore you scratch your head and go, it never happens. Nothing ever happens good for me. You've already accepted defeat. You never looked at it this way. But those of you who are listening to me at this point, the only thing I'm saying to each one of you, what I want you to all understand is accept that change is possible and that you need to take a left-hand turn, a right-hand turn, and go straight forward. So if you take a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn, accept that's circuitous, which means it's more arduous, but it will be achieved. Or take a step forward, go straight. You know, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. And accept that you can change anything in your life to bring about love and joy and happiness. I would like all of you to understand that and begin to change your mind and your thought that I can create anything in my life. Nothing else you get from what I'm sharing with you. There's only two things. That is, accept that I can change anything in my life, that I am unlimited. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You can change anything in your life. Any illness, any anger, any frustration, any loss, any depression, any anxiety, any insecurity, any negative self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem. Think about that and accept that everything is mutable and the only one in charge is you. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. And I know to you, please give them all the information. And I know you
Absolutely.
probably put it in chat. And I'd like to invite all of you on Tuesday evening between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. It's called Soul Awakening. You can ask any question you so desire. Then after you ask the question, I will attempt to give you an answer. And then I deliver a 10-minute motivational message. I think there are about 318 or 19 of them. In order to access this, why don't we give them the telephone numbers?
Sounds good. The Tuesday night call-in is at 6:30, and the number is 202-926-1059. And the access code, Michael?
125-446-pound.
I'll give that number one more time. It's 202-926-1059. And the access code, Michael?
125-446-pound. I invite all of you to join us. Also using the same codes, the second Saturday of every month, to do what is called the Mass Consciousness Healing. That is so precious to me. And it begins at 9:55 Pacific time, and it goes to 11:01 Pacific time. Within a couple of minutes, I hold pretty strict to that time. So it's an hour and 6 minutes. And it's so important for all of us because you see, you are the instrument of change. I am the instrument of change. And all of us are the instrument of change. And we are the solution. Look upon this earth. Look what's happening to the world. And just know that you can change anything in your life by participating in what we're doing on the second Saturday of every month and sending unconditional love and awakening of this love at the deepest soul and cellular level. To access that, same telephone numbers, would you please give the number again?
Absolutely. It's 202-926-1059. And the access code, Michael?
125-446-pound. And in addition to that, I have what I call messages or words of wisdom, motivational messages. And that is what I call the replay of those 318 messages. And you can access that in two ways. One of the ways in which you can access this is via the phone, which is great. You can be stuck in traffic and listen to the messages. And they go from message 3 to approximately 318. Don't worry, is this the one I'm supposed to listen to? Just when you get on the phone, and it's going to say what number, and let's say you pick number 97. And I get reports back, I didn't know what it was, Michael, but it's just what I needed to hear. Trust in that. And to access that information, all you need to do is dial this number.
Okay, it's 434-300-4170. And the access code, Michael?
125-446-pound.
One more time on the number. It's 434-300-4170. And the code, Michael?
125-446-pound. So I would like all of you, when you're stuck in traffic, you're depressed, you're anxiety ridden, listen to that. It's so important for you to do that. And the next thing I'd like to share with you, which I feel is equally as important, is that if you go to Dr. Michael B. Gross YouTube, listen to the messages. We have beautiful photographs taken by the award-winning photographer T.U. Knapp, and little sayings, motivational thoughts, and a 10-minute message you can listen to, and also all the pre-recorded things that we've done on this Facebook Live. And for new people, I offer you a complimentary 20-minute consultation. Take me up on it. It's really, really beautiful. So thank you, everyone.
Wait a minute, Michael. Don't close yet, okay?
No, I'm not.
Okay, because I have something special for everybody. Alrighty? When you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is a beautiful time for us to always realize one of Michael's most valuable quotes. He says, you are the soul, SOLE, and SOUL, creator of your life. I don't know if I said it right, Michael. I might be in the wrong order, but it's true. When the topic is acceptance. And when we realize that we are the creators of our future, it's retraining our subconscious mind as well as our conscious mind. And I'm going to go ahead, Michael, and I get to win this time because I'm holding up both books.
Okay.
Okay, Michael can't see this. I'm sorry for all of you guys that don't get to see his beautiful face tonight. But, oops, I've got to go this way. I'm holding up this book, which is a spiritual primer written by Dr. Michael Gross. And if it wasn't for this book written by Dr. Michael Gross, which was the reason why I even met him, I'm happy to say almost 4 years ago, it'll be 4 years next week, this other book that I'm holding that I wrote wouldn't even be in existence. And I apologize for the glare from the lights. I apologize that we've had technical issues. But you know what? The one thing that I admire most about this incredible man who we've been blessed to listen to is that his message will reach the masses one way or the other. Technology is not going to stop us, okay? Because of this book, the man on the phone, and all the other things that we do together, we have a beautiful opportunity for everybody. I'm kind of trying to get the glare off the books, Michael. Sorry about that. But we have a beautiful opportunity to enrich the lives of anyone who wants to connect with either Michael or me, okay? Because this beautiful soul that we have an opportunity to talk to tonight, and on Tuesday nights, tonight, we have the message, but Tuesday nights you can come and you can ask him anything you want to ask him. And I honestly believe that the more people that we get to support him, subscribe to his YouTube channel, invite your friends, because this gentleman is the most amazing, life-changing miracle in the world. And we all need to take a moment to remember that, because we aren't alone in this world. We have beautiful souls like Michael Gross to teach us. Okay, now you can wrap it up, Michael.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate all of you. And please share all the information I shared with you so that next week we can really expand our minds and our thoughts, but also put into practice what I've shared with you, which is so very powerful. I want to thank all of you for being with me. Thank all of you to help me with this technical glitch that we're going through. And remember, you are unlimited. I love you all. Thank you.
Namaste.
Have a good week.
Namaste.
Namaste.
We love you. Next week, we'll figure out the bugs.
Right.
You have a nice night, everyone.
Thank you.